Cub Cadet surprised the heck out of me last year. And honestly, I was literally like, they wanted to do some content, some sponsored content. I said, sure, but I'm like, on what? And they said, well, we have a commercial line of 0 turns, and they alluded to a commercial stand-on mower. And I said, really? I said, Cub Cadet. And they said, you can say whatever you want about the mower. And I said, bet. All right, so the Pro X 600, I really enjoyed the mower. I was actually super, super impressed. And you know what? Here's the cool thing. So many of you guys said the exact same thing when you went to the GIE Expo running the Pro X 600. The way it held hills, the way that the grass discharges, the cut quality, it's a solid built mower. I love sitting in the pocket. The controls are where they need to be. Cub Cadet did a really, really good job for their first stand-on mower that is called the Pro X 600. This is the most comfortable and easiest deck height adjust, deck lift assist, I should say, out of any mower that I've demoed, okay? I've got some that are down here. I've got some on the left. I've got some on the right. This right here, guys, no effort. If you're a 110-pound 5'5" girl, you could pull this up with one hand, no problem. When I was mowing grass and I was feathering on boulevards and curbs and divots in the lawn, I was feathering the deck more with this than any other mower that I have used so far. Everything's at where it needs to be. Honestly, everything's at where it needs to be. This mower, I actually feel like I'm leaning into it, like you get inside of it. Other mowers, I'm standing back, almost do one of these numbers. That's not comfortable. I love the bolstered sides. It's well thought out, well thought through. Again, when I'm inside this unit and I'm rolling on a curb or a hill, right, or we're doing a 0 turn, it keeps me in there, and I like that.
Hey, can you guys do a demo for me? Jensen, have you ever did the up-down controls on this before?
No, I haven't.
Will you do the up-down controls, and then Tim, will you step on it after he's had a chance to do it a couple times? How hard is it, Jensen?
It's pretty good. But like it is, so I've done up and down controls in other mowers, and with someone standing on it, it's easier than other models I've ran. So like, I mean, unlike, what was it?
Did you say with someone standing on the deck?
On the deck, it is easier than with other models of mowers I've used. So I mean, the springs on this, like, there's really
So this is the Cub Cadet Pro X 600. Now this is a new mower. They just launched it this year. Now this has a stem to stern warranty, just so you guys know. Actually, the guy that knows more about it is over there, but I'll sum it up. It's 3 years, unlimited hours. Not 0 hours, unlimited hours. That covers everything that can go wrong on that mower, from the front caster wheels to the back of it. So you could run this mower 24/7 for 3 years, and if anything breaks on it ever, Cub Cadet will fix it for you. And that alone is worth the price of admission in my book. Have you seen a 972 before, or ran one before, Brian?
Mm-mm.
All right, so let's hop on it. Let's take a look at it. We're gonna fire it up and see how she does. Now you've got dual fuel tanks, choke.
That's PTO. Where's your choke?
Choke is
Plate check.
all right.
All right, so
How was oil when you checked it?
great.
Just come on over and hop on my mower.
It goes up and down with the mud.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then forward reverse.
Yeah, it's kind of the Cadillac of mowers. Little bit of grass tear. So those are going backwards, and these are moving forward slightly.
Wow. So it's like a 0 turn, but it's all tripped up in my brain.
Yeah, but a 0 turn doesn't counter rotate.
No.
So that's different. A 0 turn is actually like a skid loader, where it skid steers. This actually counter rotates to help stop grass burn. It does not idiot proof, but it does help stop it.
Crazy, dude.
That's a
I
serious.
cannot believe you would take this mower through here. No line, no hype. This is insane, bro. And that's like one pass.
Yeah, no, it doesn't skip a beat. There's no loss of power. You're not downshifting, it just goes, doesn't it?
It does, and there's no drop in the engine. You can't, it's not like struggling.
Right.
That's insane.
Let's go through some of this stuff.
Here we go. I've used a lot of lawnmowers. I would never, ever put any mower that I have used through that. There's no way.
Did you notice did it have problems?
It never bogged down.
Never.
Never once. Even you're going through this stuff. It's kind of hard to get this on camera. Bro, this is 7 feet tall, 6 feet tall.
Okay.
And this is some thick stuff. This is lush.
Yep. So, but what did you think about the handling in the woods? That was the thing that was really kind of wild, wasn't it?
Again, I've used a lot of mowers. I almost got stuck. Well, traditionally, like my brain was, frazzled. You saw me over there like I wasn't sure what to do. Because when you got the lap bars, I'm like, left, right.
You got stuck.
The front wheels, I don't know how you talk about them, but they articulate sideways. So when they articulate sideways and the mower's zero turning, dude, it just like crawled right out from behind that tree.
Yeah.
That was insane. So
yeah.
You can't do that with any other mower I've ever used.
It's just
Shout out to those guys.
It's kind of impressive, isn't it?
It's a tank. It's a solid mower, dude.
Best of 2019. And the first one I want to give credit to is the Cub Cadet Pro Z 972. This just overall was one beast of a mower, and I think really Cub Cadet came out swinging last year when it came to their Pro Z lineup. The mower's cut quality was really nice, especially in really fine grass. One thing that really grabbed the attention to a lot of guys was the steering wheel on the mower, and I know a lot of guys weren't too sure if they would like the steering wheel or not. Personally, for me, if I was maintaining 25-degree slopes and I needed a mower like this, I would prefer to go with a steering wheel over a traditional stick zero turn. If you guys have a lot of bad turnover rate with employees, or you just hire kind of summer rate kind of guys, where you're not wanting to constantly train them on zero turns, then throwing them on a steering wheel zero turn is very beneficial. You had a lot more traction up in the front because with the steering wheel, you control the front wheels rather than the zero turn. With traditional sticks, controls on the back wheels, so you typically slide out and lose traction. One of the new features that Cub Cadet actually added to the mower since last we demoed it was this automatic leveling seat. So instead of when you hit on pretty steep hillsides, when you sit there and lean on the very edge of the seat, now the seat automatically does that, which is just really cool. And overall, the mower did handle pretty well on hillsides for the ones that we tested, so Cub Cadet gets in the best list.
We're going to be talking about the steering wheel capabilities on a hillside with the Cub Cadet versus a traditional zero-turn mower. Now last year, Cub Cadet sent me the Pro Z 972 to test out on hillsides, and one of the things that I mentioned in the video about the steering capabilities was that it was able to maneuver and handle on hillsides way better than zero turns that I've tested out in the past. So I had both my buddy Adam as well as my wife help me out with this video, testing out this mower on some fun little obstacles that we tried out on hillsides to really show how much better it is and how much better it handled compared to a traditional zero turn. Now the first thing I wanted to test out with the steering wheel was going down the hillside and then turning around an obstacle to go back up. The one thing I noticed about the steering wheel capabilities was because it controls from the front, I was able to hug the corner or hug around the obstacle a lot closer compared to a traditional zero turn, where typically the wheel would lock up because it's trying to hold its body weight as well as turn and pivot and then go back up the hill. So typically that inside tire locks up and the mower, the zero turn, was actually sliding down the hill just a tad. So the Cub Cadet zero turn, I was able to hold on to that corner a little bit better than a zero turn. Now piggybacking off the first test that we had done, I had noticed that going around trees that the Cub Cadet actually did handle a little bit better when not tearing up the turf as much as a traditional zero turn, like I said, because when you're trying to turn really sharp, that inner wheel tends to lock up and really tear up the turf, where the Cub Cadet, because of its front wheel capabilities, was able to turn around the trees a lot easier